Hey guys, how we doing today? Okay, so I want to talk about winter storm prep. I'm going to talk about strictly the farming side, not like personal home prep. We're going to talk specifically about farm prep. So I am a farmer. I'm in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and we get some real doozies up here in the wintertime and even into early spring. Early spring actually usually is a bit worse because then we get the ice storms, but we have a weather system moving in, and if you live up here, you know that weather predictions are what they are. And usually when a storm is coming, it's like we could be getting anywhere from 1 inch to 50 inches. And it could start anywhere from today until next June. So they do their best. I'm not hating on them, but I'm just saying. I've heard anywhere from 1 to 13. Really? Anyway, 1 to 13 inches. And it's unusually warm right now, which means we have a lot of ice going on, and that situation is actually more dicey. So what do we do going into things when I can't stop? What do we do? What do I do when we have weather moving in, so on the farm? So what I do, whether it's like an ice storm coming, whether it's super cold temps coming, whether it's tons of snow coming, number one thing I do is I make sure that all my livestock is moved into fields and pastures as close to the main barn as I can. I've done that long ago, though. Going into winter, I do that. Or just making sure that everybody has excellent shelter, which they all have anyway. It's just part of good husbandry. And then I will go and bed their buildings, barns down really well. If you have straw's amazing. Straw makes great bedding. If all you have is sawdust, you know what, dude, you do what you can. And then make sure that, like, a lot of my doors, I like to use canvas tarps. So like in the summertime, I can like leave a corner open. I like have hooks, and I can like take the bottom corner and bring it up so that it's like diagonally closed off. In a bad storm, I'll just put that down, and all the animals know they can easily just push the tarps out of the way to get in. But it does a great job of blocking out the majority of the wind and stuff too. So everything gets bedded down really hard. I make sure that everybody has tons of hay going into it. Just the act of digestion alone works your metabolism and keeps your insides warm, which is better for them that way. So everyone's bedded down with extra bedding, everybody above and beyond hay. What else do I do? I live in a mobile home, so if you're into really cold temps, you'll know that sometimes freezing water pipes are a thing. So I'm ultra paranoid about that, because for many years this has been something that I've had to deal with. And even before I lived in a mobile home, when I lived in my house, the house that I lived in also struggled with frozen pipes. So even way back then, I'm talking 15 years ago, I was like super crazy about like having water storage. So I always make sure that like all of my buckets are full of water. All my storage waters are full, because you just never know. I'm kind of a pessimist that way, I've been called. I like to just be prepared, but anyway. So those are the basic main things that I do as far as the farm goes. I make sure that all of our headlamps are charged, batteries full, all that stuff. But I just make sure that everybody, like I said, warm water, deep bedding, lots of hay, to really try to make sure that I'm ultra prepped. I make sure that all my gates are pre-dug out of snow, because if you've got snow built up already and you have a hard time getting your gates open and closed, it's going to be even harder when more snow and ice gets on top of it. So just really try to make sure that I'm ultra prepped in, so that if worst case scenario happens and we're snowed in or stuck or whatever, that we're covered. Make sure that I've got extra hay on hand, which I always do, extra feed on hand. Just try to always be prepared for the worst. I would much rather do that and then be like, okay, that wasn't a bad storm at all. Like, we were so more than ready. I'd rather err on the side of caution and have that be a thing. So a little bit what I do here to make sure the farm is ready when we've got winter storms coming in. So come at you again soon, guys. I'll let you know how it goes too.